Hey everyone, welcome back to the Path to Purpose podcast. My name is Kieran Williams, and today I wanted to talk to you about the topic of self-awareness. Of course, there are many ways that this topic can be viewed, but I was inspired today to share some insights with you all on what it means to me. So, simply put, awareness is an expansion of the mind. As you become more aware in any aspect of your life, you are essentially expanding your consciousness, expanding your mind, and allowing yourself to open up to new possibilities, new ideas, and a better understanding of your past and present events. I was really thinking a lot recently about how important it is to be open in any given situation and allow yourself to see things from all perspectives. In a way, you have to look at life with complete neutrality. As difficult as this may be in the beginning, this can be achieved, and it just takes practice, just like anything. We can really become more conscious of our actions, more conscious of our thoughts and events and other things that are happening in our lives. Awareness is something that we all have and we all use, but maybe we're not always conscious that we are using it. For example, a lot of people will often look back in their life at past events that happened, that previously upset them, that caused them discomfort, or maybe they just didn't understand why that event happened the way it did. And then years later, there seems to be a reason why it happened. And it could be because of the circumstances in the present moment. It allows you to realize that something previously that happened had to have happened in order to allow this new event to occur. Then you begin to appreciate more what had happened previously and understand why it had to happen in order to be where you are today. So this is something you can really implement into your day-to-day life if you're not doing it already. So whenever you're going through something that is seemingly difficult, ask yourself, what is the reason for this happening? Why right now am I experiencing this? And if there is no reason right now, if you can't think or see a reason, then of course that's perfectly fine. Because as humans, we're not meant to know everything that's going on. We're not meant to understand everything right now. But it's just being aware of the circumstance and finding a way to navigate it, allowing yourself to feel the way you do, and accepting how you feel completely. So you can feel the way you do, but you just have to have a bit more awareness on how you're feeling. That will allow you to tackle any situation with that expanded mindset, which ultimately can help you in your navigation through life. A situation I experienced more recently was when I was traveling for a year, and after traveling I realized how much I wanted to go back out there and do more of that. So while I was traveling, I tried really hard to look for new work opportunities, to find my rhythm, to focus on my goals, but ultimately it didn't work the way I'd hoped it to. And I returned back home, and initially I felt like I had failed. But of course now I know that that's not the case. I just knew that at the time I was really disappointed, and of course I couldn't make sense of why it had happened. And I was trying to find a reason why, but obviously I couldn't think of any. But eventually I knew that that journey had to happen, that discovery had to happen, and that the things I had been going through since I've been back in the UK all had to happen in order to align me on this journey that I'm on today. It really couldn't have worked out any other way, and for that, I'm grateful. And this is where the idea of having an expanded mindset comes in. I really took a lot of time to think and see the journey I'd been on previously, and realised that without all the events that have happened over the last couple of years, I would not be focusing on working on the goals that I'm working on today. So if you can have this realization, take some time to think about things that have happened in your life and tune in to situations that may have previously upset you and see them now and give respect to them and look at it with an open mind, then you can realize that everything does make sense. And you can implement this into your future circumstances. If something happens in the future, you can make more sense of it. And you will understand why these circumstances have to happen the way they do. But as I said before, it's perfectly okay if you don't know why something in your life is happening right now. So if you have questions where you're thinking to yourself like, oh, why is this happening to me? Or why am I having to experience this? Why aren't things working my way? It's about just changing your mindset to trusting that, okay, things are going this way because they have to, because it's making room for something new. This feeling that I'm feeling right now is temporary, it will pass, and it's making room in my life for something that actually serves me, or it's directing me on a journey that I have to go on now in order to do the thing I really want to do. It always does work like this. If you can see it like that, it makes your life a little bit easier with your thoughts, and it helps you to be kinder to yourself. So that's really what I wanted to share in today's episode. I felt inspired to share on this topic of self-awareness with you all. But I will leave this episode here and keep it short, and I hope that what I've spoken about in today's episode helps you in some way on your journey, or should I say on your path to purpose. But as always, thank you very much for listening, and I will catch you all in the next episode.